Was that a cough?
No, just a little tickle in my throat.
That was a cough.
No, it wasn't.
You need to go home.
I'm not contagious.
No. You need to go
chronic
home.
bronchitis.
No. You need to go home. No. Stop.
Sunrise Airways, One Caribbean.
Looking for flavor that blasts your taste buds? Welcome to Blast Bistro, Dominica's rooftop gem, perched above the Dominican National Lottery office. Sink your teeth into our famous Blast Burger. Savor our wings with signature sauces and sip in style with handcrafted cocktails that are bold and refreshing. Whether it's a night out or a celebration, we've got the view, the food, and the fun. Open daily from 5 p.m. Contact us at 275-4041. Blast Bistro. Good food, good vibes.
I'm coming home. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming home for carnival. So tell my friends I'm coming home. I'm coming home for festival. So tell my family I'm coming home. Diaspora's coming back. Got 3 nights at Windsor Park. I'm coming home. When Canada stop, this is my role, my stage, my flex, my band. Stay far, take caution. This is my crew, my team, my fans, my truck. Stay far, take caution. This is a warning. Ticket, you man. This is a warning.
Hello. Good evening. Welcome to the show. Good evening. We are back on live and in living color. We're doing this again, Jael Joseph Live. My name is Jael Joseph, and this is exclusive interviews. I'm so excited to be talking to the contestants of the Miss DSC Mass Jamboree. I mean, they've taken a hiatus, or they took a hiatus, and they're back. And it is so good to have 6 beautiful, intelligent ladies joining us right here on the show virtually. They're coming virtually. So I'm excited to be bringing them to you. I see my folks coming in. Come on down. The bell is on. Class has begun. We're getting ready for the show. I see Kiss is here. I see Miranda, Charmaine. I love the fact that you're tagging. I love that you're tagging everyone. Tag a friend. Let them know that we start. We start. We're ready to get going. I'm excited to interview these women and get to know a little bit more about them. The show is carded for February the 5th. So if you're planning on being in Dominica, you gotta come early so you can see this competition, because I hear competition is tight this year, right? You gotta come early o'clock so you can get in on all of the action. All right. Hi, Tara. How are you, my darling? Can't wait for you to get here. I know you'll be here in time for Miss DSC Mass Jamboree. So make sure you get here quick, fast, and in a hurry, according to my friend Devontae. I'm so happy that you guys can join me wherever you're locked in. If you're locked in on YouTube, good evening to you. If you're locked in on Facebook, good evening to you and welcome. Welcome to the show. We're going to get this show on the road. We're not wasting any time, but before we do, I want to say in a huge way, thank you very much to my sponsors, those who've been holding it down, because the bills got to pay, the light bill have to pay, internet have to pay, the internet bill have to pay, right? I want to say thank you very much to them for their support during the Carnival edition of Jael Live. Thank you to Dominica National Lotteries, National Bank of Dominica Limited, Best Price Cash and Carry, Fresh Market, as well as National Cooperative Credit Union and Sunrise Airways. Don't forget to check out all the various promotions that are being had by my sponsors. I want to thank them in a huge way. Of course, Keith, when I big you up, my girl, big up yourself. It's good to have you on. Thank you very much. Good evening, Ras Trees. I see you guys coming on. Drop your flag. Let me know where you're locked in from. So good to have you on the show for another edition of Judges. It's been a while, eh? It feels like it's forever. I did the weekend. So if you missed the weekend shows, there was the Run the Track on top. It was wonderful. I had an amazing time with Dr. Miguel Labadie, and Daddy Chess stopped by. Real stopped by. We had Shelly from Signal Band stop by. This weekend, guess who's stopping by? Well, I asked you guys to tell me who you guys wanted to stop by, and some of you commented and told me who you guys wanted to stop by, and we're hoping that we can bring them to you live. Also, last weekend, my son Jojo and we held it down for the Junior Calypso Bouillon Monarch competitors. So both on Friday and Saturday, we interviewed the contestants or the participants, and we had a good time. Jojo and I always have a blast. I love being on live with him. I really feel like we need to have our own show. We need to do something together. So we're still playing along with it. If you have any ideas, let us know what ideas you might have on how we can come to you. What sort of content you like to hear us talking about, and we can hopefully bring that live to you. And this week we have the Mass Jamboree, the Miss DSC Mass Jamboree contestants, and we have some packed shows coming up over the next couple of days. Stay tuned. If you're following, if you're not yet following, follow. If you're following, make sure you check out the schedule so you can know exactly what's coming up next. All right. Thank you very much for turning on your notifications so that when we go live, you'll be the first one to know. Today is a no makeup day. I'm only wearing lipstick All right, I'm taking a break from makeup this week. But I had to wear a little lipstick. I couldn't come on here looking like a dry bakes because I mean we have the beautiful ladies coming on. Of course, my lipstick is from Fresh Market Health Beauty and Cosmetics, as always. So I'm not looking like no dry bakes tonight. But I literally have nothing on except false eyelashes, which are like the semi-permanent lashes, and a little bit of lipstick. I'm enjoying my glow, and a few of you have asked for my routine, so I'll be dropping that in a video soon, so you'll know exactly what my skincare routine is like. A lot of things been going on, continuing my weight loss journey. I'm on a detox. I also do the nightly challenge. Those of you who've been logging on my nightly challenge, I love you. I saw a few of you today. I love you guys, and thank you very much for coming on. I also want to say in a big way, thank you very much to all of you who supported me in the awards for the Dominica Music Awards Social Influencer of the year 2025. Of course, we emerged winners. Yes, we did. I say we because this is for you. This is all you trophy that, right? Because you voted for me, you'll show up, but because you show up, we won. We won, and I want to say congratulations to you as well. You know, congratulations to you guys. Those of you, especially those of you who voted. All right. Somebody said we want you at Mass Jamboree. You want me at Mass Jamboree? What you want me to do at Mass Jamboree? What you want me to be doing? Oh, you love the Junior Monarch interviews. Me too. I really enjoyed it. It was like I enjoyed it to the point. I really have a good time when I'm with Jojo. Jojo and I have some really good conversations, I must say. So, like, you guys saw us on. If you saw us on, we're the exact same way at home. You know, we're always in a conversation about something. Hello, knock, knock. Don't knock the bar, dry bakes. It doesn't come down. It doesn't come. Thank you very much. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Let's get ready for the show. I want to big up. You guys probably noticed I have new music. If you follow me religiously, my background music has changed. I want to big up to the wizard for organizing the new music for exclusive interviews. Big up one time to the wizard. Yes, local. Don't forget to share the live. Make sure you hit that share button. Share the live. She says she wants me to MC. I've been asked to MC Miss DSC Mass Jamboree. I have not been asked. And like, how far is the show? The show is like in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks? That's kind of short notice still. Because my February is already booked, right? We'll see. But I gotta get ready to interview these beautiful women who are vying for the title of. When was the last question for the audience? When was the last Miss DSC Mass Jamboree? When was the last one? Right? Tell me when was the last one. Drop the year for me in the comments section. When was the last Miss DSC Mass Jamboree? Getting ready for the show. And in no particular order, or should I call them in the order at which they perform? I'm just pulling them on in the order that they appear on my screen. We will interview them in the order that they will be performing on the night of the show. But because of how my screen is set up, I'm just gonna bring them all on. And we're going to have a little chat here this evening. So as I see them, I'm bringing them on. I want to welcome Callie. Is that Callie Clark?
Kaylee.
There, you mess up your name. I butcher your name.
That's fine.
How are you?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you?
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, we have Makita.
Hello, good evening.
How are you?
I am fine, thank you. You are?
I am well. Thanks for coming on. All right, our next we got Nina in the house. Hi, Nina.
Hi, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you.
Good to have you on. Good to have you on. Our next contestant, we have Natalia, right? I have that right. Please tell me I have it right.
Yes,
Natalia?
yes. Natalia. Good night,
Natalia,
everybody.
welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's good to have you on. All right, we have next, we have Shakaya. Shakaya, mess it up? Did I mess up your name? Shakai. So there's no
Shakai.
just Shakai?
No, no.
Just Shakai. No Shakai.
Okay. Ignore the ending. It's just there for good looks.
I scream in. All right, and if you say so, it's so. Susie says sa, says sa. And finally, we have Kenisha. Kenisha, I'm not seeing you. Please turn on your. Hi, Kenisha.
Hi, good night. How are you?
I am well. How are you?
I'm fine.
Good. Good to have all of you on here with me here this evening. We're going to get started. I want you guys, first of all, to introduce yourselves, and then you're going to tell me a little bit about why you wanted to be Miss Mass Jamboree. Why you want to do this? Why are you doing this? Right? So I'm going to start in the order at which you're going to be appearing. So I think Kelly, Kelly, you're first. So go ahead.
Good night. My name is Kika. I'm contestant number one of the Jamboree pageant 2026. And my platform, let me just tell you about my platform, that is preserving cultural heritage to us, which encourages the future generation to carry on and support culture.
Thank you. Everybody else on the outside, let me know if you heard uh, Kelly clearly. I just want to,
Kelly.
Kelly, that's what I said. Kelly. Just make sure, let me know if you're hearing her properly because I want to make sure that everybody's audio is on point, okay? So just let me know. If you're not hearing any of them properly, I would love to know. The next contestant, Nina.
Good evening. My name is Nina Brown. I am 18 years old and I am contestant number two in the DSC Miss Match Jamboree pageant. My platform is empowering you through arts. I believe arts helps young people to express themselves and find confidence. And I'm here to show that it is okay to create and explore and just to be themselves.
Thank you very much, Nina. Thank you. Welcome again to the show. Our third contestant, Makeda. Come on down.
Good evening. My name is Mikeda Joseph, and I am contestant number 3 for the upcoming Miss Mass Jamboree. My platform is advocacy for individuality. I chose this platform because I wanted to inspire other individuals like me who experience external pressure from societal standards. I wanted to inspire them to choose their own paths and their own passions. And I came up through this passion to this pageant to showcase this.
Thank you very much. Okay, someone said Kaylee sounded a bit muffled. She was a bit soft. So Kaylee, just for your own, like just make sure your audio is input is good. Just make sure that you and speak up if you need to, just to make sure you're clear. If we're having issues again, I'll let you know, okay? Because I did hear a little something, something, which is why I said, just make sure we're hearing you good. All right. Thank you very much for that, Makita. We're moving on to our next contestant, Natalia. Christmas, introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you, your platform.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Natalia Christmas. I'm contestant number 4,
Currently, I'm a hospitality studies student at the Dominican State College. And just a little bit about my platform. My platform mainly focuses on gender equality in the workforce. So, where everyone can have equal opportunities, fair treatment, and just overall inclusive spaces where everyone can, thrive in the workplace.
Thank you. Thank you, Natalia. Thank you for sharing with us.
You're welcome.
Shakai, without the
Okay, good night to everyone. I am 18-year-old Shakai Andrew, your contestant number 5 in the upcoming Miss DSC Mass Jamboree. So excited. My platform is Rediscovering Me, Embracing Identity Through the Power of Arts. Where does this come from? It stems from the idea that I believe that we all as individuals have an outlet that when we use that outlet and we express ourselves, we feel more like ourselves, something we can use to connect at base level. And I wish to let everybody be aware of it and find that part of them to be able to express themselves, hopefully.
Thank you very much. Thank you for sharing that with us. And finally, we have Kenisha.
Good evening, everyone. I am 17-year-old Kenisha Demezin, and I'm your contestant number 6 for 2026 Miss Mass Jamboree. My platform, Healing Minds and Erasing Guns, creative expression, was chosen because of the rise of awareness in Dominica.
Okay,
And
one
I
second,
chose
one
to
second.
perform Miss Mass.
Kenisha, let's take it again because we were having some audio issues. So let's start back from the beginning. Okay, go ahead and start back from the beginning. All right. I don't know if
I
it's just me.
am
I'm
17
hearing
years old.
there's a lot of feedback. Like guys, let me know if you guys are hearing the feedback. There's a lot of feedback. Uh, try again. Let's go again. Go ahead.
Good evening.
Okay, it sounds better now. Continue.
Good evening.
Yes. Yeah,
I
there's,
am 17
yeah,
year
people,
old Miss
there's,
Khadija.
there's feedback. There's feedback. Do me a favor, okay, Kanisha? Can you log out and log back on? Like just drop off and come back on because there's a lot of feedback and everybody's hearing it because people are commenting on it as well. And I want to make sure when you introduce yourself, we hear you proper. All right. All right. So she'll come back. And in the meantime, before we get back to her, I want to continue the conversation with the rest of the contestants here this evening. Starting off with Haley. So we'll get you started, and I'm interested to know, like, first of all, why did you decide that you wanted to take part in this year's DSC Mass Jamboree, especially with its long-awaited return?
Can you hear me properly?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good night.
I chose to.
All right, one second, okay. Callie, um, let's get to Kenisha. You know your question? Let's get Kenisha to
Can
introduce
you hear
herself.
me?
I can hear you fine.
Okay. Good night, everyone. I am 17-year-old Kenisha Demezin, and I'm your contestant number 6 in 2026 Miss Mass Jamboree. My platform is Healing Minds and Erasing Guns through creative expressions.
Wonderful. Thank you very much for sharing that with us, Kenisha. And you sound better. One of the things I want to encourage you guys on the live, all of you contestants, if you're using your phones, please ensure that your phone is on Do Not Disturb because anybody calls you, it's going to interrupt your audio and we're going to get feedback. All right. So thank you very much for sharing, all of you, for sharing a little bit about yourselves with us. I know people want to know where you guys are from, what communities you guys are hailing from. We're going to get into that. But Callie, we have your question. Haley, Callie. I don't know why I want to call you Callie. I want to call you Callie. Huh? Kelly, we want you to get started for us here this evening and let us know What really inspired you to take part in this year's competition?
So what inspired me to take part was my confidence, to boost my self control, I would say, to be able to speak to a crowd without feeling nervous, without feeling anxious, and just try to step out of my comfort zone.
Was anxiety and nervousness something that you had issues with? Like is that
Not really. Not really.
you've always been super confident?
No. Back then, I was a shy person. I'm still a shy person, but I got a little accustomed because back in high school, I used to be on stage for performances. So I got a little bit more, just a little bit confident. So I chose to join the pageant to boost it even more.
Mm, wonderful. Why do you believe that Miss DSC Mass Jamboree is an important part of college life or even student expression?
I think it's important to shine a light on women who have young women who want to showcase their talents. They might not have the opportunity to showcase it somewhere else, whereas in college they might take that opportunity to do so.
Mm, wonderful, wonderful. How do you describe your journey in the competition so far up to today?
So far, we've been going good. Little obstacles here and there since school has opened up, but it's been great.
Wonderful. If you're crowned on the night, how would you like your reign to be remembered?
Repeat, please.
If you're crowned Miss Mass DSC Mass Jamboree on the night of February the 5th, how would you like your reign to be remembered?
How would I like my win to be remembered? We'll see. I'm not really sure right now.
You're not sure yet what you want to do?
No, no.
Well, it's a great up time to start thinking, right?
Yeah. Yes, that's great. Great.
What would you say this experience has taught you about yourself that you really didn't know before?
Speaking publicly, I couldn't I couldn't speak publicly for the life of me. But
Wow.
now seeing that we're practicing, I've gained a little bit more confidence to publicly speak to a crowd. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. We're going to come back to you towards the end, but we're going to move on to the next contestant, Nina. Nina, you've told us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about where you're from and walk us through your emotions when you saw the announcement, of you being part of the Miss DSC Mass Jamboree this year.
Okay, so I am from Kingsville, and honestly, when I saw that my name was announced to be part of the DSC Miss Mass Jamboree, it was expected because it isn't the first time that they've asked me in the office that I should go up for pageants, and I'm like, no, and they're like, girl, you should go up, and a bit of like peer pressure from my best friend, it's led to me participating in the pageants.
That's nice. That's nice. So you feel like you're a natural.
I wouldn't say I'm natural, but it's my first pageant, my first ever pageant.
Oh, really?
And from the support that I'm getting, I believe that, something can happen.
She said, "You see more pageants in your rearview mirror." Uh, in your view, what role would you say that this pageant has played in terms of enriching campus life and even student confidence? Because we know that it is a college pageant. What role do you think that this pageant has played into making life seem or feel easier or more productive on campus?
It made me realize that not a lot of people are watching. Like before, you would assume that there are lots of people staring at you, especially if like you're anxious. You tend to believe that everyone's looking at you, and then when the pageant was announced and such on school campus, yes, there are people looking at you, but they won't really much like stare at you and like approach you and such like that. Is really like it's the same as
Wow.
before.
So would you say, so are you saying that like before, and I just want to make sure that I'm understanding. Ooh, who is that? I think we lost her for a second. Let's get her back on here. Let's get her back on. Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. So let's, based on what you're telling me, are you saying that when you first got to campus, you felt anxious? So you feel like everybody watching you, like all eyes on you. And now that you've done the pageant, you realize, well, everybody's not really watching me because now I'm getting to know people and seeing more people. People are like, hey, I didn't know you before. So you realize nobody was really watching you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yes.
Wow. Isn't that strange?
Extremely.
In your view, how has the competition challenged you or even shaped you thus far?
The child. Repeat the question. You were kind of buffering on my end.
Sorry. So in your view, how has the competition challenged you or shaped you so far?
The competition has taught me a lot of patience in everything that I do.
So you really and truly you patience is what you've been learning
Yeah,
coming
like
onto this competition.
patience and communication skills.
What's your major currently at the college?
I am majoring in business administration general.
Mhm. Wonderful, wonderful. And at what moment so far in the journey you'd say you felt that moment has stood out to be the most memorable for you so far? Because you're gonna have more moments, but so far, which one has been the most memorable?
The most memorable moment for me was when we had this session at school with all the different people that took their time to come and speak to us. I feel like that was the most memorable moment because I realized that all these lovely contestants, including myself, we are like sisters to be.
I like that. I like to hear that. I like to hear that you guys nobody's skinning out anybody's eyes, right?
No.
I see head shaking. No, no. Thank you very much, Nina, for talking with us. We're gonna come back to you, circle back towards the end, but we're gonna move on to contestant number 3, Makita. So I wanna welcome back Makita so we can have a chat with her. Makita, what has really motivated you to step into the spotlight for this year's Mass Jamboree pageant?
Mm, I wanted to grow as an individual because after self-reflection, I seen that I lacked a bit of confidence in my speaking abilities and in myself in a whole. So I went up to in this pageant to grow my confidence and my speaking abilities for me to be more confident in myself and in my abilities, really.
Mm. Thanks for sharing that with us. Now we know that the pageant has been for the last 5 years. There was no pageant, right? And this year it's coming back with a bang. They've revived the pageant. Why do you think that reviving it this year is important for the college on a whole?
This year specifically,
Yes.
no disrespect to past generations or anyone before us, but I believe that this year's generation is the most creative and spontaneous generation, and I believe that putting out this pageant this year will create a strong start to market the pageant for further pageants to come.
You say you have a good crop of girls this year. That's what
I
you're saying,
believe
Makita?
so.
Because it's like that's the best crop of girls they've had.
In my opinion, yes.
No shade to the past
No,
ones. No
not
shade to the
at
past
all.
ones at all. At all. How do you describe your growth? Because you mentioned, confidence and like being able to speak, better and stuff. How would you describe? Has that happened for you? Have you seen your growth? Describe your growth throughout the competition thus far.
Okay, for example, in Miss CHS 2023, I believe I went up for Miss CHS and I got first runner up, and that inspired me to go up for this pageant because the first day I went to Dominica State College, I signed my name for Miss Mass Jamboree. And that was so surprising to me because I'm an incredibly shy person and I did not really think of the impact that it would have in me as a person, because I believe that I've become a lot less shy, a lot more confident in my abilities, and especially in my speaking abilities. So I believe that my journey has taught me a lot of patience, as Nina said, a lot of determination and perseverance. It taught me to never give up on myself and my abilities. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm getting a little bit of feedback and I'm trying to figure out where that feedback is coming from. I know it's not on my end. It sounds like a TV is playing in somebody's background. So if you have a TV playing, please make them turn it off because it is distracting us. I know it's gonna eventually distract the contestants. Mikita, thank you very much for that response. I mean, it speaks volumes because a lot of times you get into things hoping that it's just going to be all fluff, but when you start seeing that, hey, I'm changing, I'm becoming a better version of myself, it makes you feel a lot better about, even if win or lose, you're like, I won something because I got my confidence, right? I like that. I like to hear that. I love to hear that. What would you say has been the biggest challenge you've had to overcome during this journey?
My shyness. I believe that I am a very timid person at heart, and a lot of the rounds in Miss Mass Jamboree, it calls for me to be more confident and more outspoken as a person. So I believe that my timidness has, hold me back, but I'm persevering through.
That's good to know. That's really good to know. I want to pause right here for now, Nikita. We're going to come back. I also want to pause for a little bit too because I know there's technical issues, people coming in, people coming out. I know that happens. The internet be interneting. Chika, I don't feel no way. Kenisha don't feel no way. Even if you go in and out, we wait for you. We're not going nowhere. I know the internet is giving you all issues, and that's okay. And you have a strong, all of you have people on the live supporting you. They're really rooting for you and wanting you to make it far in this competition. We're gonna come back. We're gonna take a short break. We're gonna come back and we're gonna talk to Natalia. We're gonna talk to Shakaya. We're gonna talk to Kenisha when we come back right after this. So let's take a short break, guys. Grab some water. I know some of you came on nervous, but now you look like you feel a little better now. You're not that bad, right? Grab some water, and we're gonna come back right after this. All right.
Was that a cough?
No, just a little tickle in my throat.
That was a cough.
No, it wasn't.
You need to go home.
I'm not contagious.
No. You need
It's
to go
chronic
home.
bronchitis.
No. You need to go home. No. Stop.
Sunrise Airways, One Caribbean.
Looking for flavor that blasts your taste buds? Welcome to Blast Bistro, Dominica's rooftop gem, perched above the Dominican National Lottery office. Sink your teeth into our famous Blast Burger. Savor our wings with signature sauces and sip in style with handcrafted cocktails that are bold and refreshing. Whether it's a night out or a celebration, we've got the view, the food, and the fun. Open daily from 5 p.m. Contact us at 275-4041. Blast Bistro. Good food, good vibes.
I'm coming home. I'm coming. I say, I'm coming. I'm coming home for carnival. So tell my friends I'm coming home. I'm coming home for festival. So tell my family I'm coming home. Diaspora's coming back. Got 3 nights at Windsor Park. I'm coming home. When Carnival stop, this is my road, my stage, my step, my band. Stay fast, take caution. This is my crew, my team, my fans, my truck. Stay fast, take caution. This is a warning. Ticket, you man. This is a warning.
Guys, we're back. And we're so happy to have you join us. I want to say thanks again to the sponsors for coming on board. I want to bring back the lovely ladies who are vying for the title of Miss Match. Right, let's just mute everybody's mics as they come on, just to make sure that there's no feedback. This time, I want to hear everybody nice and clear. All right, want to hear them nice and clearly, right, on the show here this evening. So just mute your mics for me. Just make sure your mics are muted. Let me just mute my mic. There you go. Whose mic is on? I'm trying to figure out whose mic is on. Okay. 2, 4, 5. I'm missing someone. Oh, yes, I'm missing someone. There we go. Kaya. All right, let's get this show on the road again. It's good to have you guys all join me. I'm going to put the 3 who are coming up next at the top. So we have them right here. We know who's coming up next. Fantastic. So we have Nathalia, Shakaya, Anisha. These are the ones we're going to be talking to now mostly. And I want to start first with the next contestant, who is Shakaya. I want to say thank you again for coming on. Guys, mute your mics if you can, please. I'm going to try doing it on my end, but just so we don't get the feedback, because people are complaining that they're getting a little bit of feedback. Okay, I think that's better now because I don't hear feedback now. So the only person's mic that should be on is Nathalia. We're going to turn it on in a little bit so we can roll. All right, so Nathalia, first of all, tell me, why did you decide that you want to be part of this year's Mass Jamboree?
So good night again, everybody. I decided to go up for Mass Jamboree as a challenge for myself to become better at, skills, speaking in public, build up confidence. And I also just wanted to try something new. I have never been in anything near pageantry. So I just decided I wanted to try something different and to give myself a challenge this year.
Take us through your experience, so far. Like, what has it been like? I know some of the ladies say that you guys have really good camaraderie. You guys are friends and stuff. Is that the truth, or they just say that?
Yeah, that's the truth. Like, we just always joke around. But my experience so far has been really, really good. The people helping, the staff at DSC, just working with girls as well has been a great experience.
Thank you for sharing with us. What does this pageant represent in terms of for student creativity and even confidence?
Well, I believe it's a platform where women, the girls of DSC, can showcase their talent, different skills, and just something that they can, where the world can see them,
What part so far have you enjoyed the most? What would you say has been like top tier for you?
I feel like every part of this journey so far has been great. I cannot pick a top.
Anything that stands out, like even if it's not top tier, or you don't really want to single out the top tier, but anything really stands out for you?
Well, it's just preparing for the talent run because I get to do something that I really enjoy. So, on the day of the show, you guys will see what my talent is.
It's like,
so just encouraging everybody, to come support all of us.
You're not even letting any cats out of the bag. You're not even giving us like a hint.
Not at all. Not at all. No. On the day of the show, February 5th, you all will see.
What aspect, or I should say, what part of your planning would you say, besides, because you mentioned the talent, would best describe who you are as an individual? What part of this entire journey would best describe who you are?
Well, to be honest, to me, my talent means everything. That's how I can express certain feelings. Just basically, just my talent is everything to me. Something that I enjoy. Okay, I'm telling you, it has to do with music. So it's a way of expressing.
Okay. All right. I want to encourage the viewers, those of you who have you. Thank you very much, Nathalia. those of you who are viewing,
No problem.
right after we interview the last participant, if you have any questions for these young ladies, I want to encourage you to bring forth your question. I believe Shakai is back on, so we can speak to her. I know she covered her face like she's ashamed. Don't be ashamed, girl. The internet, don't be ashamed. All right. So we're getting into you. Thank you very much. Again, Natalia, we're gonna come back to you. But we're gonna move on now to Shakai. Shakai, this is not your first rodeo. You you've served as Miss Teen Dominica 2024. You've been a Carnival Princess winner, and now you are taking the Miss DSC Mass Jamboree stage. What really inspired you, besides probably liking competition? What really inspired you to take part in this year's competition?
Okay, so other than missing this stage, because that would have been an answer, I really miss performing. I would say that I really enjoy speaking, and this particular pageant is so deeply rooted in me and my platform, and I feel like I have so much to say. Like, I have so much to say. I love talking. You would have to stop me. And I just needed the platform to be able to express that and to inspire and to help people. So that is the main reason why I decided to go up for the pageant, so I could be able to just get my voice out there. Because a lot of times we have things to say, we have notions and things that we feel, and we want to get it out there, but we don't have the means to do so. So Miss Jamboree was my little window for Dominica to get sick of me.
Thank you very much for letting us in on that. Um, why do you think it's important for institutions like the DSC to host pageants? Because somebody might say, "Oh, a school should not have a pageant. Have people competing. Women doing beauty pageants. Why do you think it's important that the DSC hosts a pageant that blends culture, it blends confidence as well as education?"
My Wi-Fi cut me off. Can you repeat,
You heard,
please?
but you heard the question. You want me to repeat?
I heard the latter, and is it to do with why State College would have a pageant? Why would I believe that they
Yes,
would have a
yes,
pageant?
yes, yes.
Okay, well then I can answer it. Simply put, for self-expression. For self-expression and tradition. I strongly believe in tradition, and if we have been doing something for years before, that we keep doing it. I am a person that if I take a picture last year, next year around the same time, I want to recreate that picture. So for tradition purposes, to keep Mass Jamboree in the blood of the college students and as a tradition, I feel like we should do it every year. And I mean, I know it's been a 6-year break. It's been a really long time, but I really do hope that us taking part in this pageant this year inspires students next year to keep Jamboree going, because it will be sad to see that we don't have another Jamboree next year.
Wow.
So, for everybody, I hope that you take this as an inspiration, that you can express yourself, you can go out there and you can do anything that you put your mind to, and you can do that on a stage. You can do it in your bedroom, you can most likely do it on a stage as well. So, it's good for self-expression and tradition.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing
I
that
hope
with us.
I'm
What
Could
is?
you hear me?
Yes, we heard you. We heard you. We
Because
all
it's
heard you.
sticking on my head.
And we know you have internet issues, but we heard you. If I didn't hear you, I would tell you I didn't hear you, but we heard you loud
Mhm.
and clear. You mentioned your platform and having a voice and wanting to make sure that the because the college is doing this, that you can actually have a platform to inspire. How do you plan on using that stage to inspire younger girls and even fellow students?
I love that question. So it's a thing of, I first believe in that everything that you are as a person, any problem that you face in life is because you need to know yourself. And to know yourself, know obviously what you like, what you don't like, what environment you thrive in. If you figure that you don't do well in crowds, you probably do better by yourself. You don't like this, you don't like this. That is important to know who you are. And when you know who you are, most times you can find that through art, you can find that through music, from film, some people can find that through dance. And when you find that, it's so easier for you to navigate through life because you will no longer have to face challenges because you're in that situation because now you know that that is the reason why you feel happy because you're in that situation and you know exactly how to get out. So I plan to let that be known by like just showing the acceptance of growth, showing the acceptance of knowing and understanding. And it's okay to wake up one morning and not be quite sure what's your purpose. It's okay. That happens to all of us, no matter what age we are, it is okay to feel that way. And I want it to be a thing, like a great phenomenon of just you sit with yourself and you figure out what do you like, what moves you, what makes you wake up in the morning and think, well, you know what, I look forward to today. And I want everybody to be able to have that opportunity. And I feel like through my talent and my platform and my speaking that I can move people, and I just so passionate about that entire thing. You will have to stop me. I attest, please stop me.
All right. Thank you, Shakai. Thank you. We'll come back.
Yeah.
We'll of course come back to you. I'm stopping you now. For no. We'll come back to you. I wanna pose this question to all of you. You know, what legacy do you hope to leave behind within the pageant community? So after this is done, what would you like people to remember you as, whether you win or lose in this competition? And I'll start obviously with the first contestant, Ali.
What would I like people to remember me as? I would like people to remember me as a young girl who has come out of herself to showcase her talent and leave a long-lasting impact on those who would love to show their talent more and make it recognizable in the whole world, globally.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Contestant number two, Nina.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I would like people to remember me as not just a young lady who participated in the pageants, but a young lady who was moved by her creativity in the arts. And not just being moved by her creativity, but by her resilience and how you're hearing me?
Yes. Yes.
Because your facial expression was something like you didn't hear
No,
me.
I just realized that I haven't had Kenisha, but I'll come back to her. I'll come back to Kenisha.
Oh,
I'll come back to you. Go on, continue, Nina.
okay. Right. As I was saying, and for my resilience and how I turned challenges into motivation, and I always strived to grow from every experience that I had in this pageant.
Thank you. How about you, Makeda?
I love to inspire others to showcase their journey, their inspirations, their aspirations, their falls, their failure, their growth as an individual, and to showcase their authenticity through everything that they do, to showcase their true self to everyone, and to inspire each other to grow at the best that they can.
Natalia?
I would like people to remember me as someone who was willing to push past their comfort zone, someone that tried their best, someone who was able to achieve goals that they set, someone who is confident, someone that inspires others, young women especially, and yeah.
Thank you very much, Natalia.
You're welcome.
Shakai. Shakai, yeah, go ahead. I don't think
I think
she's high stick. We're hearing you. Go ahead, my dear.
Okay. For me, it's always been a lifelong dream to be one of the people. This is very specific, guys. That one, when we have head boy and head girl campaigns, I'll be so influential that they'll message me and be like, "Hey, Shekai, make a video and tell the entire of Dominica to vote for me as head boy and head girl." That's one. And two, to be able to continue this journey and be called to ask for help. I want people to be able to reach out to me and ask for self or just
Thank
in
you.
life in general. I want to be that person that people can reach out and ask for help and they see me and they be like, yes, Shekai, I want to talk to Shekai. I want Shekai advice. I want to be able to guide me in that way. That's what it is for me. That's my goal.
Thank you. And Kenisha, you're gonna answer that question first, and then we're gonna do you. All right?
Okay. You hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you loud and clear.
Okay. I would like people to remember me as bold and fearless and a black girl who rock. I would like people to remember me for being not afraid from all the pressure that I got since I started the pageant, but I showed who I really am.
Wonderful. Thank you for that, Kenisha. You talk about pressure. Can you describe your experience thus far in terms of what would have been one of probably the greatest pressures you've had? Like, as you say, pressure can be many different things. If you can elaborate on that for us, that would be great.
Okay, so pressure for me was having people helping me who was not committed to help me, and I've been being a little behind sometimes, not being able to move ahead with certain stuff because I was needed. That was pressure for me.
Wow. So it has been difficult to get a team together that really is committed to your goal of winning the competition. Yeah, that sometimes happens in life. So don't be discouraged. And I'm glad that it has not discouraged you and that you've continued to press on and push through. And you're here tonight speaking to us. All right.
Yes.
Why do you believe this pageant is valuable to your own development or even students across the DSC campus?
Can you repeat the question, please?
Why do you believe that pageants like this is valuable for student development, your own development, or just students in general across the campus?
Well, I feel it's valuable because it helps people bring out their true self. It helps shows who you really are. So it, like, for me, I have experience, but somebody else that doesn't have experience who went up might find their true self is pageantry. It helps bring out who you really are. Helps you find yourself.
Thank you. Thank you very much for sharing that with us. What advice would you like to give someone who's considering entering the pageant in the future?
Well, I would like them to know that it's a lot of work. Don't give up, even though something is not going right, or something is wrong, or you're a little behind, or you're not getting something right. Let's say you're having problem with your speaking or your talent or something.
Thank you.
I would like them to go ahead and
You there? You still speaking? You're good, right?
no.
You still speaking? Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I'm not. I just like them to push forward.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with us, Kenisha. What does representing DSC on stage mean to you personally?
To me personally, It shows me that I'm good enough for something. It shows me that even though somebody might think something of me, I know that I'm really good enough because I'm on the stage there performing. I made it through. So
Thank you very much, Kenisha, for sharing that, these your thoughts with us. I truly appreciate it. I want to get into something more in terms of current affairs. You guys are all college students, so I expect you guys to be versed in practically every single affair or every single topic that I'll touch on here this evening. This will be part of the final set of questions that I'll ask, and this I expect to hear or get a response of some sort from all of you. And it doesn't have to be a complete response. It could just be something that you want to add on from what somebody else may have said. So the first question that I really feel is pressing. Many young people are concerned about life after graduation, especially in your case, coming from college, like or being at college. The next step, what you might be thinking to yourself, the next step. What happens next? What do I do next? Where do I go next? What do you believe is the biggest challenge facing young people in Dominica today? And how do you think institutions like the Dominica State College can help address it? And I'd like to open it up. Whomever wants to go first, you can go first and get it out of the way. And anybody who wants to add is welcome to add. Who would like to go? Do I have to call somebody? Go ahead, Haley.
I feel that many challenges that young people face. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I feel that many challenges that young people face in Dominica, but not only Dominica, globally, is that finding proper jobs to sustain themselves. Because as a young 18-year-old, it's not every day you can just finally get a proper job to sustain yourself and your family. Looking on how the economy is as well, it may be a challenge.
Thanks for sharing with us. Anybody else wants to add to Ali or you? Anybody else? Go ahead.
I just want to add something. I think a lot of young people are saying that there's not many job opportunities in Dominica. And most of us saying, boy, I don't want to stay there, I go in. As soon as I graduate, I go in. And they're expecting something to just be there waiting for them. I just want to say, you can make that for yourself. Don't just wait on opportunities to find your opportunities. That's all I have to say.
Anyone else wants to add?
can I please add to that?
Go ahead, Nisha, and then Makeda.
Okay. I feel like another problem with what Natalia was saying is experience. Most jobs they ask for experience, which young people don't have. So that's a big issue also.
That's a valid point. Makeda?
I feel like yes, it's easy. It's much easier to research some stuff for you to garner that education, to garner more education after schooling, but it's not easy to access it. For example, if you're searching for a scholarship in Dominica, you're looking for a scholarship in Dominica, it's not really easily accessible to the young individuals because it's likely hidden or it's not prioritized by other businesses. That's what I believe.
How do you think the Dominica State College can address these issues?
I believe that the state college can further research and gather these sources to put out there for its students so that their students can have we can have an opportunity to get that source and further our education.
Anybody else wants to add? Nina, you staying silent? Shekai, you staying silent on that?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Also, Dominican State College can prepare
You're speaking? You still speaking or you stop? I think she froze. I think she might have. I think she froze. All right, I think she froze. Thank you to all of you for answering. Those of you who responded to the question. The next question I want to pose to you is along the lines of mental health. Obviously, mental health has become a growing topic of discussion among young people, especially in Dominica. I know, like, as an instructor teaching in a Canadian school, I've had many young people come to me in the past, either for accommodations or needing extra time or for whatever the case might be. How do you think colleges, especially colleges in the Caribbean, in Dominica, a college like State College, how do you think colleges and communities can better support students mentally and emotionally? And when you think of it from a point of your well-being. Who wants to take a stab at it? This is your time to talk about mental health. Go ahead, Michaela.
My platform is advocacy for individuality. That it speaks about how individuals like myself can have external pressure from the external environment. Like, for example, my mother is Belanois and I experience a lot of external pressure from every other person to go into that business. And that in itself isn't really my forte. So I believe that in that essence, I think that Dominica State College should have a session or a one-on-one session with certain individuals, with the students, to inform the students that really and truly it is their choice to pick their courses and their majors, because it is their life that they are living.
Yeah, so I agree with you. It's like lead you down your path and not necessarily the path that leads to your mom.
Yes, yes.
Anybody else wants to take a go at the question? Go ahead.
Can the question please be repeated?
Sure, I can repeat. No problem. So mental health has become a growing topic of discussion among young people. How do you think colleges and communities can better support students' mental and emotional well-being? Ready, Nina?
Yeah, you can hear me clearly, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, because recent, like while y'all were talking, the interview was buffering a lot on my end.
Go ahead, we're hearing you good.
Yeah. So I believe that the colleges, if that's what I heard, could, but not just the colleges, but the systems could support students mentally and emotionally by listening to them and creating a safe space where they feel heard and encouraging their their self-esteem and their self-care, and to teach them resilience. And students should feel supported emotionally so that they can thrive both personally and academically. Yes.
One of the things I want you guys, to think about when you guys are responding, don't think about you responding like you're responding for the pageant. This is your life. After college, this is your real life. So don't think of what is probably going to sound the best. Think about what you would want for yourself. What your dreams are, what your aspirations are, and how that connects back to what you're doing right now, how that connects back with how that will connect back with your future. So think about those lines. I know sometimes when you're in a competition, you're always in pageant mode. You're not being judged here. Nobody judging you here, right? This is a moment for you to express yourself. This is a moment for you to speak up about things that affect you, speak about things that you want people to know about, but also think about how the college that you're in can support you, how they're even supporting you, right now. Think about the way those responses and not what's going to sound good for the audience, right? Because the audience will have their time on the night of the show, and the judges will have their time on the night of the show. You guys are at a stage in your life where you're like right in a transition period where you're in between from high school, college, and then next for you might be university or the job market, right? And so think about those things when you're answering these questions. This is not a question and answer wrong. This is just be comfortable. You guys, you, all of you ladies appear to be very intelligent young women, and I think that you can offer a lot of information. Like Mikeda said, that's the super six. You guys are the super six. The one of the best that has come out of the college in terms of the pageant. And I mean, a lot of people share those sentiments from people who've shared your photos and your content, from the time you all launch. So think about those things when you respond. Think about the impact that you can have, utilizing your platform while utilizing this platform plus the DSC platform to bring in your messages across. Okay. So I want to touch. Anybody else wants to talk? Wants to give a stab at the mental
Yes,
health? Go ahead. Go ahead.
I do. I
Go
do.
ahead.
Okay. To answer everything that has been said and round up, I feel like it might be taken the wrong way, but fear not, it isn't. That we expect a lot from the college, but honestly, we also have to look at ourselves. And why I say that, it's a very personal reason why. There's not much the college can do with my specific situation. I want to study journalism and mass communication because I want to be a director. I want to go into entertainment and the arts industry. But I enrolled, registered at the Dominica State College, and out of 1,000 applicants, I was the only one that chose mass communication as a major. Dominica State College cannot hold a class, a major for only one student. So it's not what can Dominica State College do, because a lot of times there's nothing they can do. There's nothing that could be done to help me. I had to go sit down and find other alternatives to my major because there's nothing that could be done for me right now. And another thing is that I believe that when it comes to mental health and just checking up on the students, that a lot of the times the students are not properly taking advantage of the opportunities that are before them. So a lot of times it's, oh, the college can do this, the college can implement these programs, but we as students sometimes don't take advantage of it. And what I mean by that is that we have deans, and I can surely say that when I just started college, my dean saw enough of me. There was not any type of problem that he did not hear. They are there, they are placed there to help us, right? And as students, we don't take advantage of that. And I'm sure not many of us, we feel overwhelmed. And how many of us go to the counselor that is there for us? How many of us reach out to these lecturers that are there for us? So a lot of the time on it's us as students that don't properly take advantage of the opportunities that we have in front of us.
Shekai, we lost you towards the end of what you're saying. We lost you, but we got
Yes,
the
it's
gist.
okay.
We got the gist of what she was saying. And she now dropped off. But yes, I love what she said about, not just, it's not always about the college. Sometimes it's about you. It's about yourself. So thank you very much for sharing that with us. People are putting exclamation mark period, and people are understanding what you guys are saying. And anybody else wants to add to the mental health conversation, or we can move on. Moving on. We're moving on, and I want to talk about something that's dear to us here in Dominica. Climate change and resilience. Uh, as a climate vulnerable island, Dominica continues to face environmental challenges. I'm interested to know, what role do you believe young people can play in building a more climate resilient nation? Who wants to go? Go ahead, Natalie.
So I believe one thing that everybody can do is to educate themselves. Once you learn about what can help your country or and what is breaking down your country, you can find a solution. Not just educating yourself, but once you find that information, educate your friends, your family. If you see them doing something that is continuing to damage Dominica, you can tell them, hey, what are you doing? Let's do this instead. Look for different solutions. Your community can come together. So basically, just educate yourselves, people around you, and just come together as one nation.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Anybody wants to add to Natalia?
I would say that it is the education part goes a long way because just a conversation, you can hear something and you'd be like, that's what's happening, and then you get that light bulb on top of your head and you start to get into more climate resilient actions. And for Dominica as a whole, we are susceptible and we have been to deadly hurricanes, and we've seen what that has done to us, nature isle. Climate resilient crops, building climate resilient housing, we have seen again firsthand what the hurricanes can do to us, and we know that with the rising temperatures that it poses a greater threat. We have seen Hurricane Melissa and what happened with Jamaica, and we know that now more than ever we have to always be prepared for the hurricane season. The hurricane season has extended itself. Now, what do we do about that? We have to make sure that we, as Dominica, watch out for your neighbor. Ask your neighbor, hey, do you have solar lights? Do you need batteries? Do you need flashlights? These type of things as a community and as a whole, we need to get those climate resilient crops in, those buildings, those roofs, and alternative electricity sources work as well. That's what I'd say.
Thank you. Thank you, Shakai. Anybody wants to add? Anybody else? Or we can move on. Moving on to culture and identity. All right. Obviously, in a world, Kenisha's having some difficulties, so let's hopefully we can pull her in. So we know right now we're heavily influenced by social media and global trends. People spend a lot of time on their phones. How do you feel that young Dominicans preserve or can preserve their cultural identity while still embracing modern influences? Go ahead, Makita.
I believe that our cultural identity has diminished significantly because of globalization. So many of other cultures has meshed into our culture. So I believe that we as a nation can implement certain activities to inform our younger generation and to enhance our culture in itself. If we could implement certain teaching of our culture like music, dances, certain instruments, we can prolong the life of our culture that we in itself live in. And we should now experience and act in our culture. We as a people do not I don't believe we have put our culture in the forefront as a people, because we want to follow trends from bigger islands and garner more popularity to aid tourism and aid the country as a whole, but that has diminished our culture and our value as a country.
Thank you. Thank you, Makeda. Anybody else wants to add to Makeda's point? Go ahead, Kaylee.
In all honesty, I did not hear the question.
You want me to repeat the question for you? All right. So we know that the world is heavily influenced by social media trends and global as well as global trends. How can young people or young Dominicans preserve our cultural identity while still embracing modern influences?
You can speak.
Go ahead.
Okay. seeing that social media is such a big upcoming in our culture, we can use that as a platform to showcase our culture, not only just showing it to our country, but showing it globally, as we can also share and preserve our culture through the internet whilst also sharing it with the world, especially in the younger generation, as they are mostly on the internet. So we can use that to help them preserve the culture for their future generation.
Do you think young people care about culture now, or do you think that they've considered that it's dying, like our culture is dying? I say this to say, I look at it from different angles. I look at it from obviously our music. Do you think do you think that there's an appreciation for the older forms of music, like the folk music? Do you feel like there's an appreciation for things like the wog duet? Do you think there's an appreciation for Creole, speaking Creole? Like, how many of you can speak Creole on here? How many of you can speak Creole on here? We'll show of hands,
I
right?
mean,
Do you
I
like?
mean,
Like, do you think that young people are interested in those things? First of all, Mikeda, I see your hands up.
I wanted to make a statement. I believe that our culture isn't only, at the same time, our culture isn't only in the past. The culture that we create now in the present is also our culture, and we should put out certain aspects to preserve our country's reputation. For example, there is certain bouillon types of music that, yes, it is popular right now, but it diminishes our culture's reputation, our country's reputation in an aspect. It really and truly does not showcase the value that we used to have in the past.
Anybody wants to add to that? Nina, I see you pursing your lips.
I would more prefer to answer a question. I wouldn't have much to add to what Michaela said.
I think
But
1 second, Shikai. Continue, Nina.
okay, but I believe young people, well, young Dominicans can keep our culture alive by holding on to traditions like our music, the dances and the festivals, but also by mixing them with modern things like fashion, social media, and new arts. That way, we stay connected to our roots while still being creative and current.
Thank you. Anybody? I know Shikai, you were trying to get through. Go ahead.
um in terms of our culture and preserving and keeping on, I would say it's a 50-50 blame to the older generation and also to our interest as well, because they have an honest part to play in it. And I know we have heard of, scenarios where we would have younger folks growing up in the house, and then the older folks would be speaking Creole and they would not want, us. Well, I grew up Margaret, so I don't know anything in Creole, but I can attest, I know people go through it that they speak and they don't want them to know what they're talking about, because when we were younger, Creole language was used as some type of secret language that the adults could talk and we would not be able to listen to it. And also, in addition to that, it's a thing of they have the knowledge and they have the experience. And it's a thing of, yes, we don't exactly show interest in it, but they also have to be able to use modernization to grab the attention of us as the youth. For example, there was this panorama in St. Kitts that was happening recently, and I asked myself, do we have steel pan in Dominica? Because I honestly didn't know, and I was a thing of I want to know because I low key kind of want to play steel pan. Then I asked about, and there are not really any active groups of steel pan, and that's not up to us that don't know anything about it to implement. that would be up to the older people, the older generation, to use that knowledge and to use social media, because that's what that they are at the moment, and we have to really use it to be able to reach the younger people. Put that together, and honestly, with those two things being put together, we can see something happen. So it's a
Thank
50-50 play, and we have to meet each other halfway.
Thank you,
We have to
Shakai.
meet each
Anybody else wants to add to that? Kenisha, I know you having some technical difficulties, so if you can lend your voice, that would be great.
Could you please repeat the question?
So the question had to do with social media and global trends and the two merging together. And we recognize that the world is heavily influenced by them both. How do you think like Dominicans can preserve their cultural identity while still embracing modern influences?
Well, I feel that we can use social media to promote our culture because I see, and we can also use our artists as well to promote because they are very influential. So this can really help promote our culture.
Thank you, Nikisha. Kenisha. Anybody else wants to add? All right. Well, ladies, I mean, it was very, very wonderful having all of you on here. I hope you guys had a wonderful time. At this time, I would like to give each of you an opportunity to share any final words, anything that you want to say, anybody you want to shout out, if you want to tell the masses to come and support you, whatever the case might be. Now is an opportunity to do so. So, I want to start with contestant number one, Kali.
Oh
Kaylee
my
Clark. Kaylee Clark. Go ahead.
So I just want to say thank you to everyone who is currently supporting us and will be supporting us on the night. My sponsors, NCCU and Posh Nails. I'm glad for that. And everyone who is currently supporting me and my other five lovely contestants. Thank you.
Thank you. And I'm so sorry for butchering your name every time, but I apologize in
That's
advance.
fine.
Thank you. Thank you. It was lovely having you. And Nina, it's contestant number two.
You said any final words, right?
Yes. Any final words? I know you have an internet issues. I understand.
Yeah. So, on I just want to sincerely thank my sponsor, the National Bank of Dominica Limited, for their support and belief in me throughout this journey. I am truly grateful. And I would also like to thank my family, friends, and my supporters. And maybe just like a little message to the young people out there that your struggles do not define you, your resilience does. So never be afraid to believe in yourself and use your voice.
Thank you, Nina Brown, contestant number two. Contestant number three, Makeda Joseph.
Good night to everyone, viewers, to you, Jael. I want to thank my sponsors, Bellenwa Fashion, Finance Focus, Chris Creation, the Confucius Classroom at the Dominica State College, Mickey Made Me, and Adam Sounds. I want to appreciate all of you for being here with me and guiding me. I want to thank everyone on my team for guiding me and teaching me the rules and to grow as a person. I want to talk to you, my audience, and say, come to Miss Mass Jamboree 2026 on February 5th, on the night of February 5th, and come to support every one of us. Thank you, JL.
You look like you're ready for Miss Dominica. Like, I'm ready for Miss Dominica. Thank you very much, Makeda. Contestant number four, Thalia Christmas.
I just want to say thank you, JL, for having us tonight. Thank you to everyone who came on the live to support and watch. And I just want to say thank you to some of my sponsors, Portsmouth Association of Yacht Security, Honorable Fenella Wenham Shepherd, and the Portsmouth constituency, the Dominica State College hospitality studies and tourism sector. Anolek Beauty, Bill's Beauty Salon, LA Diva Nails, Cobra Tours, Yellow Cab Taxi, and Beauty by Angie. I just want to say thank you to them for helping me from now until the show, and also thank you to my family members, my mom, sisters, aunties, stepfather, brothers, everybody. A huge thanks to everybody. Thank you,
Then
Jill.
empower cousin.
And thanks for the girls as well, because they're always supporting. We're always supporting each other. I feel, yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Natalia. Contestant number 5, Shekai Andrew.
Okay, so the rain is very loud. Anyways, opportunity to just share things. Really hope is there part 2. I like to talk. Is there part 2? Anyway, also
There's no part 2.
thank you to my sponsors, NTRC, Net4All. Thank you for coming back on board and believing in me and putting your all into me yet again. Triple K International and Ecstasy Mass. Thank you so much, my sponsors and my team, my friends and my family for supporting me thus far.
Thank you, Shekai. And finally, contestant number 6, Kenisha Demizin.
I would like to say thank you to everyone under the live supporting my sponsors, Car Adventure Inc., High Swag Life, and Senator Ostel Lockhart. I really appreciate that you guys believe in me, and thank you for everything.
And thank you to all of you. Thank you to the Dominica State College for allowing you guys on here on my platform. I truly appreciate them for providing you all with that opportunity. And I want to wish you all the best on February the 5th. I know some of you think you're going up for Miss Dominica, so are you in competition mode? But I want to wish you all the best. Enjoy yourself. I know, everybody wants to win, but there can only be one winner. You go out there and have a good time. Enjoy yourself. Obviously, showcase your platforms because that's what's most important. And bring home the crown, whichever one of you brings home the crown. I know everybody will be happy for each other because you guys seem like a very lovely bunch who really care about each other. I know folks on the live have been showing support to each and every one of you. And I want to wish you all the best on the night of February the 5th. All right, guys. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for having
Bye-bye.
me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys. That is it for the night. That is it. Who's here? Somebody's here. That's it, guys, for tonight's show. That was the Miss DSC Mass Jamboree contestants. All seem very, 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 very ready. And this show gonna be rough. Let me tell you, the show gonna be rough and tough. May the best lady win. I want to encourage you guys to come out in large numbers and show your support to them on February the 5th at this stadium forecourt. And hopefully, we get to interview the winner soon, right? Thank you again to you, all of you who came on and viewed, all of you who shared the live, who showed your support. Thank you to the sponsors of tonight's show. A big, big thank you to you for coming on board the entire season. Thank you to my producer, Samaj, who's been working behind the scenes. Thank you to everyone who's made this possible. DSC committee, planning committee, the marketing team, everyone running the show and making sure that the Mass Jamboree is a blast. Thanks again, guys, for tuning in. Make sure you've subscribed. Make sure you've turned on your notification if you're viewing on YouTube, so that when we go live next, you will know what we have next in store. We got a lot of exciting shows coming up in the next 2 weeks. So I encourage you to stay locked on right here. Until next time, saying love, peace, and sending you a lot of good vibes. Have a good night.